So I finally got the opportunity to watch the film The Nightingale, directed by Jennifer Kent, and I am extremely glad that I did. Now, I heard everything about this film, just never got an opportunity to check it out until now. This is the same director that directed The Babadook, which I didn't think was as masterful as everybody claimed it to be, but I certainly think it was a very, very well done film, very great. A little bit on the overrated side, but not a bad movie at all, not whatsoever. The Nightingale, I personally, from this single viewing, enjoyed a little bit more. Now, of course, I have to rewatch The Babadook, and I have to rewatch this one just to absorb it a lot more. But this is a wild, really, really well done film. Extraordinary casting and performances. They're just unbelievable. One person in it in particular, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, Baykali Ganambar. He basically plays a native Australian tribal person, and he's a young guy too. He was like 24 when he did this film, and he just his performance just blows it out of the water. I think he was a dancer. He did like tribe dances professionally, and he did them on YouTube or something, and that's how he was discovered. And this is his first acting role in front of the camera. Absolutely incredible. And then there's the lead, of course, which just kills it again. Aisling, either Francios or Francios, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. She really, really carries this film to an extraordinary level, and I just absolutely loved everything about it. Now, the biggest thing that people have to know about this movie in particular is the level of intensity and violence and the disturbing factor of it, because this film will show you a lot, including a lot of permanent circumstances that happen to like kids, infants at times. One in particular, and it is very brutal. Now, I heard this all going in. I watched some other reviews about people talking about this film. One in particular, channel I watch all the time, said that like this film was almost impossible to watch, and mentioned like the majority of scenes that happen in this film that are violent. And yeah, I mean, there's no kidding around. Like they do happen. But the performances and the directing is just so well done that it's purposely intense, and the message is there, and it's delivered for a reason, and it's just I get it's a really beautiful watch if you can handle the disturbing factor of it. Like the way it's shot and the cinematography is just absolutely gorgeous. The basic plot is you have this woman who's a convict. Her name is Claire, and she is basically she has to spend essentially a period of time under like being captive kind of thing, and serving the government or the officers or whoever the authority is on the land. So she spends however many years or months or whatever it is, and they kind of keep her longer, and they like the whole officers and the whole leadership, like authority. I don't know what to call it, but the authority of the land, it's all corrupt. So they treat this woman horribly. You know, there's this film is filled with rape, a lot of it. And there's this incident that happens with her family, including her husband and her infant child, where the officers do this horrendous thing to them, and she seeks revenge after that. So the film is a revenge period piece, and I mean, this film really feels like the time that it's set in. And Aisling Francios, in particular, first of all, she is absolutely stunningly beautiful. And she has this face about her, this very youthful face, that the way with her costume and everything, she just looks like a person that age would look in this time. It looks like you took her out of that time period. It everything about her, even her facial expressions, even really subtle things, the way she delivers certain lines. She plays an Irish woman, and she just has this authenticity about her that I have to look back if she got like what kind of award she was given, but man, did she deserve all of them. Like if she didn't get a best actress or well, best lead actress, yeah, in some award ceremony, it's just an utter shame. But yeah, the film overall, I don't know if it's distributed by A24. I don't think it is, but it feels on an epic grand scale, and it's really really gorgeous to look at, and the attention to detail in this film is just out of this world. If you can handle the subject matter, and if you know going in what to expect, and if you know you're okay with that kind of subject matter, then I couldn't suggest watching this film any higher, because it is so good. This film was perfect in every way. I was like waiting between a 4.5 out of 5. By the third act, the only thing I said about this movie is it was I'm just waiting for a song. This film is just missing one hell of an epic, like beautiful song played at the right moment, and this film would be a 5 out of 5 easily. And then that song comes, and our lead character Claire, she's a singer, and there's this beautiful moment where she starts to break into song in front of the officers at the end of the movie, and it's just it just completed the film the exact way I was thinking in my head would complete the film. So this got a 5 out of 5. I thought this film was brilliant, and it's one of the best I've seen of its kind in a long time. So I was very impressed with the Nightingale. I couldn't recommend it high enough if you're all right with the heavy scale violence and terrible things that happen throughout the film. So know who you are, but definitely give it a shot. It's worthwhile for the quality of filmmaking and quality of cinema that it is. So check it out somewhere. I got to see it on Tubi, so if it's still there, and it's up your alley, don't miss it. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you'd like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with more soon, so stay tuned for those. Check out what's on the channel already. Stay tuned for what's coming. Until next review, have a good one. Take care and cheers.